Hello, YouTube. Sri Lanka has a famous mountain Danigala, known as the Alien Mountain. This Danigala stands out for its strange shape. It has a completely flat top and looks like a stump. But that's not the most interesting thing. Danigala's circular rock is an Inselberg, an isolated mountain rising above a plain, consisting of Precambrian rock. A large number of deeply grooved petroglyphs have been discovered in caves on its cliffs. I have heard of UFO sightings in the area, but others claim there is no reliable evidence of any UFO sightings or alien activities, and this mountain is popularly known among the local as the Alien Mountain. Probably it has come into parlance because of the mountain's unique semicircular shape and its peculiar pattern of vegetation. The mountain is situated in the Polonnaruwa district, which is also known for sudden elevations in the flat land. The nearest village is known as Kandegama. To get there, one has to pass Mahiyangarnaya, Tehiatkatakandia, and Aralaganvila towns in the eastern part of the country. Although formal research projects are being conducted in recent times, again, according to at least some people, there has been UFO presence and some similar things in this area. I read a hypothesis that Danigala is known from ancient Indian epics. And according to this hypothesis, it's listed more or less as an airfield or spaceport for the demon king Ravana. This is where his aircraft were located, on that mountain. So I looked into this and found out a little more. Ravana, one of the principal characters in Ramayana, emerges as a villain in the mainstream Hindu understandings of the text. In the Ramayana, Ravana's kingdom is called Lanka, and this Lanka has widely been identified as present-day Sri Lanka. Due to this reason, Sri Lanka features prominently in the existing discourse on the text. Various places within Sri Lanka, mainly in the central and northern parts of the country, have been identified as key locations mentioned in the Ramayana narrative. It is said that Ravana ruled Lanka for several hundred years prior to the times of Ramayana, when he was killed by Prince Rama for kidnapping his wife Sita. Ravana's real name was Dasamuha, which literally means one who carries 10 heads. Valmiki's Ramayana narrates the story about how Dasamuha got the name Ravana. Once Ravana infuriated the great monkey king Vali, who was praying on the mountain. Agitated Vali trapped Ravana. Ravana kept howling until Vali released him from the trapping. Since then, people forgot Dasamuha and remembered Ravana. The place is truly remarkable. The flat white plateau at the top gives room for takeoffs and maneuvers. But besides the subjective evidence of convenience, so to say, the mountain for a long time was hiding another secret, confirming its importance for potential space travel. Recently, remarkable petrographs were found in a cave in this mountain by scientists and proponent of the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations, Aravinda Ravibhan Sumanaratha. In addition to the figurines that can be identified as animals, plants, and people, there are incisions on the walls of the cave resembling runic symbols. According to Dr. Siran Deranlyagala, the first dwelling in the region around Danigala has been dated to 125,000 BC. But according to archaeologists and historians, the numerous symbols, letters, and images in the caves in the region date back to a much older time, at least 300,000 years old, when this island was an area rich in hunting and therefore attracting to the inhabitants of the Mesolithic period. This discovery in the cave, this is very interesting because it could be considered some kind of chaotic design if the same symbols were not carved on the walls in the Eddakal cave in the Indian state of Kerala. And this object has been known for a long time. The Eddakal caves are two natural caves at a remote location at Eddakal. Apparently, they are located 1,200 meters above sea level on Ambukutimala, near the ancient trade route connecting the high mountains of Mysore to the ports of the Malabar coast. Inside the caves are pictorial writings believed to date to at least 6,000 years before Common Era. I've heard much older. From the Neolithic man, indicating the presence of a prehistoric settlement in this region. The Stone Age carvings of Eddakal are rare. The caves contain drawings that range over periods from the Neolithic as early as 6,000 before Common Era. Again, I want to note, I've heard much older, going back to 12,000, to 1,000 before Common Era. The youngest group of paintings have been in the news for a possible connection to the civilization. Historian Raghava Varrier of the Kerala State Archaeology Department identified a depiction as a man with a jar. That's the most distinct motif of the Indus Valley civilization. That's the connection. The finding made in September of 2009 indicates that the Harappan civilization was active in the region. Please see my videos about this Indus Valley civilization, the Harappan civilization, Mohenjo-daro, mysterious discoveries, ancient nuclear warfare, and so forth. You'll find those videos in my channel. The discovery of the symbols are akin to that of the Harappan civilization, having predominantly Dravidian culture, and testimony to the fact that cultural diffusion could take place. Okay? It is wrong to presume that the Indus culture disappeared into thin air, and I have been proving in my videos that this is not so. According to Iravanta Mahadevan, a scholar of Indus Valley, he said that the findings were very significant, calling it a major discovery. But there is something else I want to tell you. There is a sphinx-like formation in Phantom Rock near Eddakal, as I said, in the Kerala province. Phantom Rock is a skull-shaped rock, which has an eerie similarity to the face. It is a look at the ancient Egyptian photographs of the Sphinx. Okay, photographs depicting the ancient Sphinx. Maybe that's how I should put it. So this is in the local area that's popularly known as Chingeri Mala. The hypothesis I told you about, it concludes that if this is not some kind of alphabetic system or notation system writing, then how can the same ornaments be applied in two different, quite distant from each other places? Aravinda Ravibhan Sumanaratna considers the symbols in the Eddakal and Danigala caves to be a lost astronomical counting system. Could it have been used by Ravana for space travel, or was it used by representatives of some other civilizations who left, so to speak, an eternal cheat sheet for brothers and sisters in intelligence on this planet? Or maybe this is the encrypted knowledge of ancient lost civilizations connected to the outer space? And now we know about the connection to the Harappan civilization. We have yet to fully reveal the secret. And I'm sure this is not the last such find in India and Sri Lanka. So all we can do is wait until some kind of new Rosetta Stone that would allow us to decipher this astronomical code. And this is what I wanted to let you know today. I truly hope we get more interesting news from India. I will do my best, and Asia in general, and bring you this information. And if you like my research, please support me to the links you will find in the description to this video. And of course, if any of you know more, want to add anything, to correct anything, to point anything out, please comment. And stay tuned for more, like I said. Usually I tell you stories about Eastern Europe, Russia, Eurasia, China, Mongolia, and so forth. But I always like to pay attention to India. Thank you.